claws in love.
I only wanted to know who was looking for a lady's maid.
There's not too many in Downton who needs a lady's maid.
You mean the Abbey?
Didn't you used to work there?
I did. But I've been studying since then.
Studying for what?
To become a lady's maid.
Forgive me, Miss Braithwaite, but I have the strangest feeling I've seen you before.
Well, yes, I was just coming to that. You see, I worked at Downton Abbey, but only for a short time.
Why was that?
I was a housemaid then, milady, and I was starting to feel it was time to move on.
I see.
So I took a course in hairdressing, and I could always sew.
And you got a job as a lady's maid?
I did, milady, but it only lasted for a few months because the old lady I was working for died.
I am sorry.
I know I don't sound very experienced, milady, but I'm a very hard worker, and I've practiced what I've learned.
Well, I shall obviously have to talk to Mrs. Hughes if you've worked for us before.
She gave me a wonderful reference when I left.
That does seem very encouraging.
Please say yes, Cousin Cora.
You definitely want the position.
Oh, I do, milady. I enjoyed Downton ever so much. It was just that the work wasn't sufficiently demanding.
When would you be able to start?
Whenever you want me, your ladyship.
And you can make arrangements for your aunt?
My aunt?
I thought that was why you couldn't come to Downton for the interview.
I'm sorry, of course it was. I'm quite dizzy that I've got the job. Yes, I can make arrangements for my aunt. Don't worry about that.
It's settled then.
Edna Braithwaite is coming back.
I would have talked it over with you first, but when I saw that wonderful reference you wrote her...
Yes, but that was because... I wrote her a good reference because I thought she was a good worker. But I don't see her as a lady's maid. Couldn't you wait for the replies to the advertisement, milady, before coming to a decision?
I'm surprised at you, Mrs. Hughes. Do you really want to prevent my giving a hard-working young woman a helping hand?
They finally got you into white tie, I see.
More's the pity, as I've never felt more stupid in my life.
I was wondering why we've never spoken since I came back. I hope we can still be friends.
Of course we can.
But we can't have lunch again at the pub in the village.
Braithwaite, Edna, I'm trying to walk a tightrope here.
As long as you're not my enemy.
God, no. I hope things turn out well for you. I do, truly. Good night.
How are you enjoying the party?
I look like a fool. I talk like a fool. I am a fool.
Alfred said you were dancing.
With an old bat who could be my granny and thinks I grew up in a cave. My clothes deceive no one.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I'm a fish out of water. And I never felt it more than today. What is it?
Whiskey.
God, it's huge.
Thought you might need it.
You understand me, don't you?
I like to think so. Are you awake? I thought you might come down to see me. After last night.
Look, Edna, I blush to admit it, but I was very drunk.
So you're not going to deny it?
Of course not. And if I behave badly, I am sorry. You'll just have to put it down to my low spirits and self-indulgence.
I suppose you're so cold because you're ashamed of what you did.
I'm neither cold nor ashamed, but as I say, if I made a mistake, then I'm sorry. I dare say we both are. What are you doing?
You can't treat a poor girl like this.
Like what?
To use her 1 minute and to cast her aside the next.
I've said I'm sorry.
Yes, you're sorry. I know. Suppose I'm pregnant. What will you do then?
Don't be ridiculous. You can't be pregnant. It's not as easy as that.
But it is. Just as easy.
What's the point in talking about it now? You won't know for weeks.
Because I must be sure that you'll marry me if I'm carrying your child. I need to know that you won't cast me off, that you'll be a man of honor if it comes to it. And don't say I'm not good enough. If you were good enough for Lady Sybil Crawley, then I'm good enough for you.
Don't speak her name.
You weren't so severe last night. All I need is your word that you'll marry me if there's a baby. Don't worry. If it happens, I mean to make a go of being your wife. I won't hold you back. You won't have any regrets.
I am already full of regrets. There is nothing but regret in me.
I'm glad someone's cheerful. Although I'm surprised it's you.
Why?
Well, you were very down in the mouth when you were talking to Mr. Branson the other day.
You think you can read me like a book, don't you?
I pride myself on keeping my eyes open, yes.
Oh, you'll need to keep your eyes open and your ears too, where I'm concerned.
Meaning?
Meaning there'll come a day when you'll be glad you kept in with me.
I can't stay much longer. Nanny's bringing down Sibby in a moment.
It won't take long. She's coming now.
I see.
What do you see?
Well, I know now why you sent for me. You're going to gang up on me and try to pay me off.
Why would we pay you off?
Well, if I'm pregnant. But I want my baby to have a father, and I won't change my mind about that, however much you offer.
I wasn't planning to make an offer, because there is no child.
What?
You can't know that. Nobody can.
But I do know that, actually. Edna's not pregnant. Do you think she would have let herself get pregnant before she was sure of you? And she knew how to prevent it. Why else would you buy this book of instructions? Marry Stopes, married love, though in your case it was unmarried love, wasn't it, dear?
You've been through my things.
What if I'd agreed to marry her and there was no baby?
Once you'd agreed, she would have got pregnant, don't you worry. I don't know whom she would have selected as the father, but no doubt she had a candidate in mind.
What proof have you got?
Oh, none, at the moment. But if you persist in your lie, I'll summon the doctor and have him examine you.
You can't force me.
Oh, yes, I can. First, I'll lock you in this room. Then, when he's arrived, I'll tear the clothes from your body and hold you down if that's what it takes.
Well, you can't stop me from speaking to her ladyship.
No, you're right. That I cannot do. But if you want a reference or another job during your natural lifetime, you'll hold your tongue. This is yours, I think.
But even with the book, how did you know she wasn't pregnant?
I didn't. And the doctor couldn't have told a thing yet either. But at least we know the truth now.
What's the matter with you?
Never mind.
I thought we were all about to be dancing to your tune.
Do you ever wonder why people dislike you so much? It's because you are sly and oily and smug. And I'm really pleased I got the chance to tell you before I go.
Well, if we're playing the truth game, then you're a manipulative little witch, and if your schemes have come to nothing, I'm delighted. Are you leaving Downton, then?